going to knock him out of the tournament right now. Let's get into it, folks. Get up and get loud. It's game day. Hope you guys are ready for a good one. First Championship Sunday, a split 2 for North America. Couldn't have a better lineup in front of us, folks. Space Station versus 9 Lives for a chance at Gen G.
Old teammates, new orgs, new teammates. I mean, Zanil on this 9 Lives roster, though, I feel like we do need to talk about him a little bit as we get into this. But for now, the duo of Chicago and Hawkster is more than enough to keep 9 Lives getting their opening leads.
The Hawkster's done this quite a bit already this weekend. Get in the air, go for the bump in the air, puts Reveal in the net. Chicago sends the ball goes in the net, everybody. It's twice now. Been playing bingo with the post. Gribbles, shot on. Zanil the save. Follow-up finally rolled in by Gribbles, got the last touch. And Gopher kind of finally pushed it towards the net. Just a complete catastrophe here.
6 shots, at least registered for Space Station. Definitely been more than that. They're making 9 Lives work very tirelessly, although this is going to let them breathe for a minute. Quick little pass and catch here between, I believe, Chicago and Hawkster. Yeah, another setup to Chicago into pretty much just a wide open.
And 9 Lives sitting real pretty in game 1, barring some heroics out of Kofer. He's going to work here. Need to drop it down. Gribbles on deck, and he scores! It's not over yet.
Still, you gotta keep on. You gotta keep putting your hands up on this one. Zanil, he got in position just enough time at the field, takes it away, takes his time, carries it low. Zanil's hand up though, slows Space Station down here. Here comes Gribbles, tries to get past 2, and well, the 2 is enough to keep it out, but not this one. Kofer spots an opening. When the 2 went up, he said, all right, you just gotta place it right behind him. It was a quick cut and turn around. And Space Station had tied up.
SSG forcing OT.
Chicago up on this ball here. You can see the pass already to Hawkster. No connect on it though. And Zanil gets caught out. Reveal finds his spot. And SSG take game 1.
I'll just take this. Zanil got caught watching. And Reveal just walks the dog home.
Again, the pressure falling onto Zanil. He's that new player that got brought in here to this 9 Lives squad to really try and help step things up. But right now, it just feels like it isn't enough to slow Space Station down.
Oh, they've just got bodies forward. It is all blue in the backfield. Or in the offensive end.
Because absolutely can cost you championships as well. 9 Lives is more than capable of keeping a series like this competitive, but their defensive strats right now are just not existent at this point. The infield to, again, what feels like a wide open net, although there was, I believe, 1 player there attempting to throw a hand up. It was Hawkster. Just a little plan to defend the shot goes through successfully. And 9 Lives are just left scratching their heads with how many infields can you put on target when will one eventually go through?
A double tap going through for Hawkster, but they were robbed a moment ago. An incredible save on a bang-bang play, but Scribb couldn't keep this one out as you know how long the road is back. So fresh 5 minutes now at DF8 Stadium as 9 Lives try to solve the Space Station puzzle, and Zanil, they have just done that 15 seconds in, and a flick to the top left.
This was the Zanil that we had seen yesterday. Very confident. Space Station's aggression getting amped up. They don't like being boxed in their half. They are going to take a shot on net, and Chicago on no boost still managed to keep it out. A wide shot is not going to stop a double from Scribb, though. He recognized the time on this, and I mean, hats off to Chicago for keeping it out in the first place, and Hawkster did avoid the bump from Hawkster, but very slowly in the corner, gets past 1. Scribb to Reveal. Just a really clean transition out for SSG. Chicago to Hawkster. Hawkster on target. And in 9 Lives, find their lead again.
Like most of the closers in baseball, you know you're getting a fastball. Can you catch up to it?
Down to the ground. Reveal in the back end, trying to push Zanil up, but Scribb just can't make the cut enough. And right now, SSG have one last attempt. There's enough boost in the tank to get over. Reset up in the air to one. Kofer's gonna have to catch it. The setup to Scrib is off target and on the ground.
That is solid defense in the air. You can see Space Station still trying to play very aggressive, very physically. Reveal takes out Zenil, doesn't matter. Chicago scores. The double demo there as they kind of traded off. Scribbles couldn't respond, nobody else was back, and Hoxer made sure Kofer wasn't going to get
away rather than quicker. So we're going to see, can 9 Lives build on this? Hoxer over one. Chicago lurked it. Scribbles to Kofer. A redirect off target, but a follow-up from the side is the quickest response they could have given.
Started to worry that maybe that...
No follow-up. They're demoing off that second man now, which is forcing Hoxer to stay a little bit further back than he would like, and that means that that secondary chance of keeping people away goes off, and Scrib says it doesn't matter. The more we demo you out, the more we throw off your rotations, the easier it is to find these open nets.
Field. Really having to keep his head on a swivel, trying to set this ball up, but there's nobody there to help him out. We go to the final minute with SSG holding a 2-1 lead, trying to get to match point, and that one's going to help with Kofer winning the race.
Oh man, I mean, again, another demo on Chicago. And Zenil had to play this one to the corner. Unfortunately for him, that is a very
priority for both sides, especially 9 Lives. Scribbles gets knocked off the ball in the air and had another one lined up. Now Kofer up the ladder, indirect from the ceiling, flip, reset! Oh, what a play by Kofer!
This is the team that has some of the most potential out in NA.
And maybe trying to throw off the defense that was expecting it, but the shot still denied. Final 5 seconds. Zenil has Reveal all over him. Hoxer can't get in the air, neither can Chicago. And it's Space Station Gaming with former 9 Lives member Kofer scoring the dagger that sinks 9 Lives at Aquadome.
Still, Ultimates though, with a win here, changes everything. All momentum swings in their direction. Can they make it happen? Only one team can survive to the semifinals for a chance at the title. Ultimates versus NRG.
And that was what was hindering NRG so much yesterday, was the fact that they were fairly absent on the offensive side of things. Defensively, they looked great. I mean, not in this particular moment. His first killer gets a spot and a shot for the Ultimates. It was just a quick breakaway from LJ, and I mean, as soon as Beast Mode had gone for the challenge, nobody was...
Well, don't think about the rest of what just happened for him. LJ certainly happy the Chronic made the save for him. Now he gets a full tank of boost and the ball in the air. Beast Mode takes the ball away, but his teammate gets demoed. That first killer gets an easy tap it.
This is the Ultimates that we remember from LAN that we just got to see in a grand final. Now, minus the grand final, of course. Not the angle, he won it off of it, but again, you're in a 2-goal lead right here, and I mean, the Ultimates, they just look solid. They're letting NRG kind of play themselves out right now. The shot goes in. Tomic finally waking up a little bit here in this game. Number 1, he saw this ball off the side and just great control to get this over FK from NRG too. Seeing Atomic kind of just lob these shots with speed at least towards this net is giving, I'm sure, many NRG fans some hope. The demo down, the shot on in. This is the NRG that people were missing.
Hercules, you said NRG have to make some adjustments. One particular adjustment, a player to try to take a really uncomfortable challenge that will put the rest of your team in a bad spot. Both teams have had that awareness. Pass from LJ right into Beast Mode, who sat right in the lane, an open net. All Daniel has to do is make sure no one can get to it, and Beast Mode gets credited.
You talk about Daniel making sure no one has to do anything. It's like him being there is enough to stress Chronic out. Chronic goes for the NRG, have their lead. This is what we saw in the last one. From here out, NRG is just going to ramp up the defense, especially if they get a second one here. But Chronic manages to do what should have been impossible.
For Daniel, Atomic screens across for Daniel, but he's challenged and it's knocked away. First killer will just bop it downfield. That just lets NRG give it back to Beast Mode. And he pinches it right into your net. Punished for the touch. You can't give NRG a free touch.
You absolutely cannot, and he does it all the way from his own half to a all just. Right, we're letting everyone know what just went down. Hopefully they don't have to hear it too much more. If this one can go just straight on net, Chronic out to the center. FK will avoid the ding and go straight into the net.
Great 50 from LJ as well. Look at how Atomic has to respect LJ. Has no clue he has no boost, but he has to think, oh God, I'm about to
beast mode. And 3 minutes left on the clock. Feels like a plenty good amount of time to get back into this one, but the Ultimates are starting to really figure NRG out on their defense, although it's a whole other story if you're all off the field.
That is a great...
A beautiful set of demos.
For an air dribble bump from NRG was an excellent play from them earlier. And now they've just taken the lead right back from Ultimates. LJ trying to set up Chronic. Got two to commit. Daniel off the ball. First killer finds the seam.
The finishes are coming through. The follow-ups and responses just as quick as people would have hoped. And the Ultimates playing extremely...
Hanging on for dear life. Missing that one. Atomic, no touch, but first killer still comes away with the grab. Can they come away with the ball? Possession, anything. First killer might have found the break. The shot is beautiful from first killer. Finding the break. And killing NRG here.
Just a series of unfortunate...
A lot of pace on that ball. Actually helps LJ out. All he's got to do is keep that ball tight. Now NRG just start to lock it down. Daniel gets a double. Daniel demo at beast mode gets the easy first goal for NRG. That physical game has been lethal for NRG in this series.
It really has. When it was missing, NRG felt very, very
absent. The few times they get it, NRG are ready for it, they get to stop it, and they take possession again. That's a hard touch. And LJ, there's nothing he can do about it. He's got to use more boost. Off the stealing, he actually might find a pass to Chronic, and somehow slips underneath. I thought for sure NRG would have a hand up there, but no hands, and a goal for the Ultimate.
He's just a bit too high off this one. I think they thought maybe it'd be slow.
Step ready for you. LJ, classic ground pop air dribble. I think he's tried that the last like 4 times he's gotten the ball in the midfield. Beast mode might have him caught here. Nothing he can do about it. Easy does it for beast mode. He don't need no air dribble.
No, he does not. I mean, you said it perfectly. LJ was trying it again, and at this point, this is just NRG for this ball. One clear after the other. A Daniel catch, though, gives NRG a bigger moment of possession. Atomic off the cross. And the follow from Beast Mode comes in to that net. NRG are going to be the ones to take match point.
Now, LJ was getting harassed with a bump. He had to avoid that, which forced the slight mistouch here. Tried to stall forward. No dice here. The bounce doesn't work out for Beast Mode. He gets the bump on Chronic. LJ wins the touch. Second across. First killer should be easy, and it is 1-0 Ultimate.
The time and space that Ultimate needed has been found. It has been granted. FK from the corner, just a beautiful follow.
Good move against Atomic, but you got Beast Mode to handle now in the back wall.
Just over 90 seconds left here. This was a really important one. NRG need to get back into it, but they've been stuck. FK's shot is going to frustrate all 3 members of NRG. LJ around the corner. And what should have been a clear just fell straight into the
possession. Daniel hops over one, forces his way through another. Atomic, big muscles, but just can't lift the bar.
I gotta hand it to Chronic, the amount of times that he is put him in a stunning position, but Daniel has his cake and eats it too. Beast mode to the side wall. That double bump made a
in the face.
Talk
about having your cake and eat it too. And a huge team bump. Oh my God, they got it back. Oh my God, dude, this game. Like the most egregious team bump I've seen.
To pull that off and then come out and clean yourself up off the post. NRG just tried to sneak one back in. Daniel takes his time off the backboard and the cross and Atomic to clean. NRG find their lead.
Daniel dizzying up the Ultimates here. Dropping it down. Good luck trying to stay down. Nobody could get anything going. No shot to do this again. Chronic It had the placement. First killer was a huge touch, and it saves off the board. LJ, no! No, what?
The best in the entire world. They got it together here, and when it mattered most, NRG took their lead. And so long as this ball hits the ground, it is theirs. Daniel to Atomic on the grass. NRG Esports can breathe a sigh of relief.
Still open in the grand finals. One of them will be wearing gold. SSG on one side, Gen G on the other for a shot at the title. Play some Rocket League.
Justin in place of Rlcs, one of the highest profile roster moves we've seen in a while. And it's been exciting to watch them dominate. The last time we saw them on the field, dropping 9 on NRG, but they find themselves down early on. Scribbles will strike first for Space Station just 15 seconds in.
He's picking up right where he left off. Get on the board right near the midway point of game one. They have just been stifled in this game. Only the 2 shots, and they weren't particularly high-quality opportunities, but this one is into an open net from Magic Bear.
And I love this ball from Justin. Watch as he just trusts that Magic Bear is going to be over there. You don't see it on the replay, but if you go back and watch placed ball from Justin, that Magic Bear was able to score.
The Gen G concede the first 2, but they're right back in it. We've seen this before. Justin right between the eyes. And just like that, we're all tied up.
Oh, and you can see Justin chasing the defense off, messing up the rotation, stays in the
runway. But Justin just a little too slow there. Reveal popped it over him. Only one man back, and Cheese did just enough to keep SSG out of the net, and then back the other way. This ends up in the Space Station net. Wow.
You can see Kofer and Reveal actually touched that ball. That is devastating. And you see
dealing with Scrib, and that one cleared out by Justin. Cheese all the way to the back wall, and SSG have to reset.
Magic Bear has no boost. Fed the ball to Kofer, and that is going to be a goal. And those demos do prove to be effective there. You can see the demo forcing Magic Bear to have to make a play on no boost. The respawn, Justin even being interfered with
on the pitch this weekend for Kofer. With that equalizer, Scrib now going to work as Kofer's going to have to take over. And, well, one extra touch from Scrib threw everybody off. It's an open net back the other way. And Cheese creates the opening and converts.
Wonderfully done from Cheese, and he's out of boost. Picks up a single small pad, has to flip perfectly in place to get around that small pad to get there. And Gen G, despite that slow start, continue to make plays, but hold on, Kofer will score it!
How about this out of Kofer? Red light, green light.
Love that wave dash shot. Taking advantage of the space from the demo. Dynamic play here from Space Station. Now another chance, he slots it low, Reveal off the feed from Kofer. This game has been crazy.
Unbelievable. Bumped Cheese, Magic Bear was falling.
He was gonna hold the trigger just a little bit too late.
Thought Cheese might have factored into that play as well, coming from the back, but now that one's loose in front, and Cheese down the...
It's
an open net, and it stays in between the lines.
Long range goal. Kofer, you saw him dive in for the bump, and Cheese got right by. Nice demo from Magic Bear. 2 up. Nice dribble from Kofer. They'll bounce to the middle. Scrib has low boost. There's the demo. There's the goal. Space Station tie it up.
It had looked a lot better from Gen G, keeping their players on the field. Until then, Reveal.
Pass back.
He wave dash onto the ceiling for that?
The wave dashes and wall dashes have gotten insane stacks, but there's the beat. Kofer makes the save and gets a deflection on the shot.
Series. Justin blocked by Kofer. Now Magic Bear. Nothing there. Cheese waits for the rebound and Scribbles with the save. Still, Gen G swarming over the net, and it's Justin with the OT winner.
Oh my, Justin, where did he come from? He was the one who hits it off the ceiling, changes it. back down.
That's all many people have been able to do throughout his career. Magic Bear on target-ish and set out from the SSG defense. Gopher can't follow that play as he's bumped, doesn't matter. Script shot, knifes the top right.
What a slot from Scribbles. Gopher gets it up over the first defender, and Justin is challenging.
The shot
Thinking that
stopped
if
by the man of the hour, Scribble.
See Scribbles with just a single pad, ready to play defense on that shot. Another pass across net this time. Cheese puts it on target and scores it. We've got a tie game.
Looks like they're waiting for the shot, and then there's no way there's anybody over there, right? Oh, they're short.
It could easily go to game 7 with how close it's been. 4 demos from Gopher, 2 back-to-back, and Magic Bear can't get to the ball in time, just doesn't have the boost. There's another bump opportunity and another goal. Space Station Gaming are playing an annoying style of offense stacks with the amount of bumps and demos they're going for.
Reveal is
As an org, defined what it means to be physical and aggressive on the pitch.
Gopher's got enough to keep this play alive. Flip resets it up. Reveal after the rebound. Script now. Floater. 3-1.
An excellent patience from Scribbles as well. That shot off the bar and out. You could see the slowdown, and that was exactly what was needed. Got a bit of a cushion now for Space Station Gaming.
Oh, numbers. Watch the demo. Magic Bear on an island, and Scribbles will score right by him.
Gopher taking that space, keeping Magic Bear off the ball, but said, you know what he's saying? He's saying,
Reveal had him
take it.
beat. And things looking a little awkward coming out of the timeout now for SSG defensively, but they don't concede any shots in the first minute.
Just enough
They're gonna
play
get
you're
one of
trying to
their
keep
own.
your eyes on, but just like that, Reveal scoring it. You can see Cheese in the corner opts to get the boost, can't get to the ball in time. Justin might have been side
Charge. Reveal will go to the mid and come all the way back as Scribbles takes a shot. Cheese has that save. You're just seeing Space Station not overcommitting. What a pass to Scribbles! Gopher with a beauty on a dime.
Radar gun on this one, clocking in at 78 miles an hour, an absolute dime.
Oh, what a shot from Gopher coming in from the ceiling. It was just so unorthodox. It was so unlike anything else anybody was prepared for in North America. There's a demo from the lead blocker, and Cheese will score.
Beautiful early recognition there. You can see Cheese immediately letting Magic Bear go upfield, puts the shot in, and
look
as soon
towards exactly what happened with the previous Gen G roster as to how this SSG team could beat First Killer and Chronic. But the ultimate says Cheese back the other way, right under the bar, and Gen G has suddenly kind of picked up the pace, and I'm shocked Reveal just couldn't get to this. He was very indecisive.
Crept too far into the corner. Justin was looking to get it back to him.
Oh, the passes are there. The lanes are open. Connections not so much. Scribbles in a tough spot. He couldn't jump, and Magic Bear made him pay.
And what a play from Cheese. Low boost, even cut Justin off, who was rotating into the play. Justin was thinking.
Down to 20. Who's going to turn on this? Justin has it all the way. Down towards Magic Bear. Double tap to put it away. He bounces it home.
Magic Bear and Cheese have taken this game into their own hands. A lovely loft as well from Justin. Magic Bear will be able to turn back in, put that boost to use.
All the way across, usually somebody over there when Gen G's making the pass, but this time it just completely gets through.
And Magic Bear does get the touch on this ball. It didn't look like it really affected. Well, man, that is tough to see.
Up to the wing, it's Gopher for himself. Got this down in front, but Cheese is there. Reveal, indecisive,
oh, it's open.
Wide open. Gen G on top.
Wide open net. Reveal gets dunked on by Cheese so hard that Cheese.
And they're accustomed to. And they weather the Gen G storm. Here goes Justin. Shot on, blocked away by Reveal.
Another
Watch the
demo.
follow-up. Justin the demo.
Back-to-back
Magic
demos.
there for Justin.
And Justin earns this goal. Back-to-back demos. It opens up the net. And
Five.
that's an easy.
Used all his boost to get this over to the side. 13 seconds, had to go for the midfield boost, and Cheese will launch downfield. Scrib is in the air. The pass is on target. Oh, what a play! It's over in the net.
Beautiful team play. Kofer turns up field. Locked in, bumps Justin just.
Scribbles. Hofer and Magic Bear again take each other out. Reveal has just served one up to Cheese. And now one defeat. Oh, what a save on the goal line by Scrib. Attacker. It was Reveal going for the bump. Reveal up at midfield. Does he have enough to stay with it? Down in front, but nobody's there. Magic Bear the clearance. Oh! Reveal sends up to Champions Field.
And you can see the panic from Magic Bear. Instead of being able to control it and stay behind it.
The Bear and Cheese to the promised land at Champions Field. Here we go.
Justin with a chance to score and slots it. Justin's name hanging from the rafters. He's used to scoring on this map. And he sees Reveal lined up.
Bear's going to run
shot.
forward. He's got Kofer in his sights, and Kofer up very early and avoids everything.
Magic Bear was trying to do as much as he could with that little bit of boost. Now we see the immediate response. Reveal scoring that overtime winner. Now hanging out in front of net, waiting for these chances. And a perfect shot gets it up
He
and
lets
over.
Justin go on by. Kofer give him the old Olay in front of the net as well. And Justin will try to break out quickly. Scrib is up as well. Get a piece of that ball. And Cheese will follow it up nicely. And back and forth they go in the first minute.
This pitch was so good from Justin. He scribbles, challenging, and Justin recognizing. Perfect.
Oh, Scribbles, hard cheat forward. Magic Bear over everybody. The Bear is fed.
Cheese having a heck of a series, controlling the ball, gets it to Magic Bear, and Magic
From the
Bear.
ceiling, Magic Bear is there at the backboard to make the stop. Justin coming back, and he lined up Reveal the whole way. Kofer all alone, had a little bit of help from Scrib on the side, but Scribbles can't catch this. Cheese places another one perfectly, and Gen G are running away on Champs Field.
Cheese is going for the
All the way
jugular.
up to midfield, and Magic Bear almost inviting Kofer in before he yanked it away. His shot blocked out by Scribbles right there in front of the corner.
It's open.
And a wide open net again, and Magic Bear didn't score! Oh my goodness! His best shot, and they give it right back to them. With Justin leading the charge, Gen G goes back to work into the grand finals again.
An amazing series, an instant classic.
Of regional champion or for international champion. You know, different finals that they've missed over the course of these events. It's time for us to play, though. Who gets to take on Gen G in the grand finals? NRG versus Complexity.
Yeah, is forced to make a stop there in front of the box. Still in some trouble too. Frosty tried to be patient, but lost the ball. CRR helps him out. Diaz, the only one with boost. Nothing left. Beast mode hit the bar. That was about as open as possible. Atomic will make sure it goes in.
This ball was just in the box. It was in the box for so long, whether it was 10 feet up in the air or right on the line. No one had boost in the beginning of that play.
As well was locked in, so the recent form of Daniel has been quite good. And early on, we're seeing NRG have a lot of possession here. Daniel not afraid to slow it down.
There's no fake, disrespectful fake from Daniel. And Atomic won't that one in.
God, the catch was so perfect. Daniel knew. He knew that Diaz had to come forward to him.
Is when they say, you know what? Yeah, that might be the high percentage play, but I'm doing what I want.
Good luck predicting it.
Not a good place to be for the other team when Daniel's feeling like that. But the good thing for Complexity is that there's only 2 goals on that board for NRG, and they just split the lead in half.
Daniel whiffing on that hit. Rare miss from Daniel. Daniel
We're
didn't
kind of
have
on the
much
same page there, right, Frosty? Has Diaz locked in there, then touch quality isn't there. And now you're forced to immediately play defense. It's a good first touch out, but Daniel's got your red. Beast Mode's downfield. It's easy. Does it for Beast Mode.
And everyone's been waiting for Beast Mode to get activated as first man. Immediately turns. Excellent reset to work with here, Jorby.
Got it off the ceiling. Has the reset. Completely flubbed the Musty. Daniel backing it up, buying some time. Beast Mode almost sniped the corner. Atomic's got it. No problem. NRG are rolling all over Complexity.
It's been a one-way street so far for NRG. The clear attempt, it was a pass right to Beast Mode. Beast Mode clanging it off the ball.
NRG is not getting knocked out on that day. Don't bother.
Spaceman likes to pop the bottle a little early. But hey, Daniel, he might pop this one right here. Yes, he does. Nobody can defend anything NRG are doing right now. And Daniel gets one for free again.
Wow, this is getting out of hand, Jorby, and you feel like this is going to be a timeout.
Just lacking that team play.
Seems very individualistic. Even that player
so weird.
trying to go for the sidewall double. Gave that ball away to Daniel. And Beast Mode. It's free play out there for him.
It really is. Great pass from Frosty. Diaz, sorry, buddy. You were gonna. Wow. Frosty, another chance. CRR gets out of the way, and Diaz committed. That is about as bad as it could have been.
You have to watch this on the real. And this is
It hurts.
3v1. It looks like Beast Mode comes out of nowhere. Everyone from Complexity committed to this play. They think
The solutions right now. Frosty will try to clear it out. Diaz gets downfield. Can Frosty find him? He does connect, but Atomic disrupts it. Daniel will end it here. 2 goals. 31 seconds. It feels like it's all but done.
And what a tilter that is. Diaz needed to get that bump. He got it, but it was too late. Atomic had already got it.
Fortunately for Complexity, your power, you don't get a blue shell the worse that you're doing. And NRG don't get banana peels. They get a rocket no matter what. That one is not even a rocket, a little pea shooter for Atomic, and it finds the mark anyway.
Yep, Daniel just trying to prevent Frosty from being able to go for that, and Diaz.
Cheap regional.
But you got to remember, though, that Complexity 4-1 to that space station team that we saw play early. So
That's what I'm saying. It's like
you have to give
have
the respect to Complexity.
There
And
we
there's
go.
the goal, and this could be the beginning of the turnaround, and it's a great thing for Complexity that Diaz is the one to score this, able to stabilize his series just a bit.
Frosty to make the play. Beast Mode takes it away from him. And here we go with NRG locking these touches down.
Could be a solo play, but Atomic didn't get necessarily the first touch he was maybe looking for, or maybe was he, because it set up a pass right over to Beast Mode. I thought that Atomic was going to take it for a solo play, but no, he just drives into it and controls it so well that let him.
Again, CRR, can he force it? Atomic stays behind the ball. There's a rebound, but Daniel is ready. Frosty saw him, waiting for his next chance. CRR was on the wing, but it's downfield, into their net. You get more of the same. Beast Mode dominating NRG to the grand final.
Oh, but you have to credit Atomic for another dime over to Beast Mode. Beast Mode to Beast Mode to close out this series. And this was a one-sided, dominating performance from NRG, who are back to the grand final.
This is what you tune in to see. If you're just now tuning in, you picked a great time to watch the Rocket League Championship Series. NRG, the Titans of North America, against the new hotness, Justin, Magic Bear, and Cheese. It's Gen G versus NRG for the title of Open 4 champion.
NRG squad. And of course, yes, Gen G has been on an up and up, but so has NRG. Like we heard mentioned too, the Revenge Tour has officially begun, and so has the series. First shot to NRG.
20th goal on the weekend for Beast Mode. Really
Back to the
finding
hands
his
of Beast Mode.
7 shots on target for Gen G, but none have struck true just yet. Magic Bear let it come cleanly off the backboard, and Beast Mode's gonna make him pay for it.
I mean, you see a tiny little bit of space on this one, and it started with Atomic's demo, right? Cheese had gone a little further out than most to go and get that. And Atomic, this player has been extremely involved, especially in this series. He's been very demo hungry. He hasn't made as many demos as I think he would like, but you can catch him out so often to find these shots. No demo necessary, just a long, wide laser from the mid.
I caught Justin kind of gravitating over towards that corner
almost
boost.
Over Magic Bear, follow-up from Daniel coming over one. Wide shot off the side. There could be a follow-up here, but she's just enough to keep this one out. And the pass over to Magic Bear is a shot on target. And Genji Mobile 1 will tie the game.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Welcome to the series. Magic Bear just speeds one right by Atomic.
All the way around for Genji, but that's not going to stop them from getting in that NRG side. 3 minutes on the clock and a tied game. Who's the first to take control and bump off the play? A reset in the net. Daniel's the one to lead NRG back.
I mean, Atomic just points Justin out of the way.
Player
Daniel
that really can make a monumental difference for Genji Mobile 1, but it is a lot quieter for Genji. They're getting silenced, boost starved, everything in between, and now there's no defense. Daniel is just magnet to this net. An unfortunate touch from Magic Bear. It's just Daniel right there lurking.
"90 seconds. Daniel for Beast Mode, perhaps. He got the demo. Beast Mode's there, and it's 2-0.
You can see the smile on Beast Mode's face too. They're having fun with it at this point, right? Maybe a minute left to go. Genji Mobile 1 continue to stay in their 2-goal deficit.
The rest of North America hoping that NRG can help keep Genji at bay, and they're doing just that. Another roll right into the infield. Daniel finds Atomic, and that might be the exclamation point for game 3. Daniel's just going to throw one downfield. He'll chase it down himself, but Cheese is there to make sure it doesn't get anywhere near the net. So NRG will take another go. It is Beast Mode, and he'll score it all on his own.
I mean, you take your time, give yourself a little solo play on this. It's just a great catch from Beast Mode 2. The awareness, the reset, the pretty face from him right there. NRG, 1-goal lead, a minute into this one, potentially 2. But Genji, for now, defended off, I say, as I caster curse the heck out of their defense. Daniel finds another goal.
And Beast Mode, I didn't even factor into this. Who thought maybe somebody...
Off the kickoff, though. NRG will have their way with this ball, but it doesn't matter because they are back. NRG are your Open 4 North American champions.